Hello YouTube, this is Anna on Wash Days with Anna. Today I'm going to be washing my hair. This is the state of my hair. Right now it's an old wash and go, which is still pretty soft actually, but it doesn't look as good as it did on day one, and so it's time to wash it. It's been a week. This will be day 8 of my hair, so I'm gonna wash it. What I'm gonna be using today is Camilla Rose Sweet Ginger Cleansing Rinse. It's very nice, very gentle shampoo. Would not use this if your hair is extra itchy. You're gonna need something a bit stronger. I like to use Head and Shoulders, the one with the almond oil in it. I really like that one. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using this to shampoo. I'm gonna shampoo about once, and then for conditioning, I'm going to use the Pattern Beauty Heavy Conditioner. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's alright. I'm just using it because I have it in my stash and I want to finish it. But it's not like my favorite conditioner. But you know, it's like yeah. So usually when I'm washing my hair, I like to section my hair off into 4 sections. So I'm gonna do that now, which depending on the state of my hair can take 10 minutes, maybe 5 to about, well, it can take a while. So I'm actually gonna come back because I don't know how long this is actually gonna take me, because I'm trying not to rip out my hair when I'm doing this, and I get a lot of knots, so it takes a while. But I'm gonna pause and come back after I section my hair. Okay, so I finally got my hair into the 4 sections, and I keep my hair in the 4 sections all throughout wash day and all the way until I style my hair, because it's just easier for me to manage. I know I see some people on YouTube, they go in and out of their 4 sections or however many sections they use. Yeah, I just keep it like this. So basically what's gonna happen right now is I'm gonna go into the shower and wash my hair. I'll take you guys with me, and basically what you're gonna see is I'm going to shampoo my hair in the 4 sections. And how I do things is that I do everything per section. I used to shampoo everything and then go back and condition, but I mean, I don't know if this is shorter than what I usually did before, but right now what I'm trying to do is shampoo and apply the conditioner for each section. So I'll shampoo, condition this section, and move on to the next section of my head. That way, once I finish applying that last section of conditioner, I know I'm done and I can get out. And also, another thing you're gonna see, because I'm not gonna talk while I'm in the shower, is that when I'm conditioning my hair, what I like to do is, say this section, I'll section it off into like 3 or 4 sections, apply my conditioner, detangle my hair and put them in twists, and then clip them back up. Things I have with me in the shower are obviously my shampoo and conditioner, which I already showed you guys, my detangling brush, which has hair in it and stuff, whatever, it's natural, you know, to have hair in your brush. But this is basically just a knockoff of a Tangle Teezer, which I should probably just upgrade to, because as you can see here, the top is popping out. But I got it from the beauty supply store and it was cheap, so I was like, you know, this detangles my hair extremely well. Like better than a wide tooth comb, a Denman brush. You know, obviously, well, not obviously, you wouldn't know, but I haven't really tried that many tangling brushes, but a comb just wasn't doing it for me because it wasn't getting out all the knots and it wasn't getting out all the shed hairs. And a Denman brush, well, it's too much for my hair because it was ripping out my hair strands. And I know it's not a detangler, but even when my hair was detangled for styling, it still ripped out my hair. So I mean, yeah. But I'm gonna have this with me, and always, whether I'm styling or I'm washing, I have a pair of shears with me because I come across some knots that just I can't get out with my fingers. The brush isn't getting it out, and I don't want to rip out the entire strand of hair because of a knot. Also good when I find a single strand knot to have this with me. So I'll have this with me as well. And after I apply the conditioner, obviously a plastic cap or a garbage bag from the grocery store. It's not a garbage bag, it's a grocery bag, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna have with me in the shower. So you guys stay tuned for that. I also forgot to say that I'm not gonna be editing the shower portion, which I wash and detangle my hair. So if you want to skip through that a little bit, feel free to do so. And also, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, stay tuned for styling afterwards because I will be doing that as well in this video. Alright, so I'm about to get in the shower to wash my hair, and I just realized my shower noises aren't going to be relaxing whatsoever. So don't mind me. Because I was thinking about going in and fixing them, maybe putting some music over it or something, but I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. And don't mind the plug there either for my computer. Um, my computer was gonna die. I thought it was gonna make it through the whole wash scene. So yeah. And you can see up close actually now that my hair is multicolored. Look at that. I'm planning to dye it eventually. It's coming in the mail, but it was originally magenta at one point or another. It's been a whole year since I've dyed my hair, so this is what it looks like. I don't know if you understood that, but I said this is what it looks like. That little. But yeah, so I'm gonna get in the shower now. Stay tuned and watch. obviously just needed some water. So I was like, why is it taking so long to get through this section? It's not even that big a section, really. Yes. Yeah, I got my hair caught in a circuit. On to the next section. It's taking forever. your head. Oh, excuse me. 15 bucks for something. I'm tired. Shit. I'm tired. Last section, people. Last section. And I'm gonna be out of here. Shoot. I need a break. Hold on. Oh. I'm bad. Oh, my arms.
feeling like I'm gonna pass out. Washing. Washing. I hate washing. I don't hate washing. I hate this part of washing. The styling part, I don't know. This sucks. It'll be very draining. Sorry about that.
music playing, but I'm just trying to give myself some motivation to finish. My vision is going blurry at this point, so. You're not gonna really see this last bit, but I can't really detangle standing fully up, so right now, oh. good. Okay, hold on. It would seem that I can't stand back up straight because every time I try, my head goes all dizzy. So I'm gonna finish my hair down here and see if I can edit some of that blank space out. If not, sorry. I guess we'll just have to skip past all of that. But yeah, I can't get back up right now. So I'm gonna finish putting conditioner and detangling the rest of this last section. And then, yeah. Okay, I'm back. I finished detangling my hair. Whew. Oh, I have a serious headache. Oh my god, hold on. Okay. So, I'm now going to put this plastic bag on my head. And let it sit for about an hour. And yeah. I will maybe come back and explain what all that was later. Hey guys, I just come back from rinsing out the conditioner from my hair. I'm still slightly tired from all that. I'm gonna let my hair down real quick. I will say that after using the Pattern hair heavy conditioner, my hair feels pretty good. Also looks pretty good too. I thought it had some shine to it. Not quite sure, but I can definitely tell that it did something to my hair. That was nice because after rinsing it out, I kind of felt like I put a protein treatment in my hair, even though it doesn't really specify that it's a protein treatment, but it felt like one. So I thought that was pretty good. My coils bounced back up. They felt firmer. You know, they didn't feel as, loose and limp. They felt pretty good. So, yes. Just to address that scene of which I was out of view and basically on the floor of my bathtub. Basically I have low circulation. My heart doesn't pump enough blood all over. So basically I didn't have enough blood up in my head and in my arms, and I had my arms over my head a lot. Basically I was about to pass out. I mean, I didn't pass out, but it was feeling like I was getting there. I couldn't see very well. I was trying to finish that section because I only had one section left. And that's usually right around the time when my body starts to give out, is that one section I have left. It just happens, This time felt a bit more like, oh shit, sort of scenario. Usually, yes, I take breaks during my wash day, which is why it does take me all day. I mean, you guys wouldn't know that, but it does take me all day to wash my hair, basically. Just to get my body in the motions of wanting to do that. I try to eat so that I have enough strength. I will say I didn't eat very well today. I ate some candy and some cake, and I drank some juice. And I was like, let me go wash my hair. That'll be just fine. It wasn't, but Anyways, just wanted to address that. That's what that was. I get tired very easily, especially when washing my hair, and the steam from the water doesn't help. The steam actually makes it hard for me to breathe. So, yeah. Anyways, back into the hair video, because that's what this is, a hair video, not a here's my health conditions. Ooh, okay, anyways, so I'm going to start by putting some Hollywood Hair Bar growth serum on my scalp. I can't really tell you if this works or not for hair growth and stuff like that. I just needed an oil that was going to moisturize my scalp, and I mean, I could have gone for anyone, especially one that was much cheaper than this. This was like almost $40. But you know, I saw it on Instagram a lot, and it talked about hair growth and all of that, and I wanted to grow my hair out because, I mean, I don't know if you'll see or not, but I do have a lot of short pieces throughout my hair, and I want to say this because, I mean, I've always had short pieces mostly. As long as I've been taking care of my hair anyway, I've had short pieces throughout my hair. Now it's gotten a lot worse since this whole quarantine stuff in the summer. I haven't quite been taking the best care of my hair throughout the entire summer. For the majority, I have taken decent care of my hair, but there was about a week or so in between here and out where I wasn't taking great care of my hair, and along the front here, I now have a sunshine or rays of sunshine all the way across the front of my hair, which I never had before. I've had like one spot right here that was short, and I don't know why, but that was there, but never really across the entire front of my hair. And now I have it. So, but there's that. So I'm gonna apply this to my scalp, and then we'll get on with the rest of the tutorial. It's not a tutorial, but I just figured, you know, why not watch me do my hair? I apply this oil really only once a week. I'm going to try and do it like midweek as well, because I do notice that my hair gets dry before it's time to wash it, but sometimes it's like, well, I'm going to wash my hair in a day or two, so why am I going to apply oil to my scalp? So I'm going to try and get the oil on my scalp before, you know, I'm like, oh shit, my scalp's dry, but it's, you know, I don't want to waste the oil going on my scalp if I'm going to wash it off soon. So, yeah. So I just rub that in there. So now that that is done, I've applied the oil to my scalp. My style for this week is going to be a wash and go, and I've never tried this combination before or used these products for a wash and go, so don't know how that's going to do on my head of hair, but you know, I wanted to give it a try because I had the products. So for my leave-in, I am going to use the Camille Rose Coconut Water Leave-In. I'll use that. And to seal that in, I'm going to use the Melanin Multi-Use Pure Blend Oil. I love this stuff. Like, this is the only like oil that I've bought off the market so far. And mind you, I don't buy a whole lot of oils, but the only one I've bought so far that I really feel like moisturizes my hair and really penetrates into my hair strands. And I can feel it going onto my hair, and I feel it is doing good stuff. Love this stuff. Love the leave-in too. Very moisturizing, but I find it's very lightweight, so yeah. And to style my hair, I don't know if this is enough gel, but I'm going to be using the Wetline Extreme Gel. See? And I'm pretty sure you're not wondering, but if you're wondering how can you have not done a wash and go yet with it, because I haven't done a wash and go with wet line yet. I don't think I have any. I can't remember using it to do a wash and go. But if you're wondering why I've only had this much but yet haven't used it for a wash and go, I use this mostly to slick down my hair into a bun maybe, which I don't do often anyways. And also, this wasn't mine, this was my mother's, and she didn't like it, so I took it from her. So I'm gonna begin leaving my hair in the sections, leaving my hair in the sections that it's already in, and just applying the products to each section. I'm just looking at the time. It's 7 p.m. I started this at 3 o'clock, which actually is not that bad, considering. But yeah, this is what my hair is looking like right now. I can't get the full hair in the frame without holding it in my hand, but yeah, this is what I'm starting off with. So I'm gonna take a little bit of leave-in. Of course, it won't come out the jar. There we go. Probably hearing a lot of noises in the background. I apologize for that, or maybe not. But you know, oh, that's too much. Oh, about that much. It also smells very good, like a pina colada. Lots of pineapple-y coconut smell going on here. But this is probably too much for this section. Since it is my only moisturizer anyways. Like, you can see like the short bits. I've got short bits all throughout my hair strands. Why? I don't know. I do know I have very delicate hair strands because I used to feel I used to feel the denseness of my hair. My hair used to be very dense, but now washing my hair, I've noticed that. I'm not going in with the oil. I noticed that my hair feels thinner, feels lighter. When it's dry, it pretty much masks, you know, if my hair is not as dense as it used to be, it masks that. But when I really get in there on wash days, I can feel that my hair is not as dense as it used to be. Because I have a lot of hair strands on my hair, but the strands themselves are very thin, I find, and they snap pretty easily. I've gotten to the point where I feel like I can handle my hair without ripping. I'm trying to open up the wet line gel. Oh, there we go. Yeah, without feeling like I'm ripping out all of my hair. But you know, I just dropped it on the floor, so I have to get that. But yeah, I still feel like my hair is still at the point where it's going to break. You know, if I'm not careful, my hair just snap off. But I don't know. I'm trying to hold on to as many hair strands. It's very thick. Going on my hair, very, I don't know, but that's my hair. I'm just gonna shingle it. I was going to just, you know, smooth it into my hair and go about my business, but I feel like the hair isn't going to just do its thing like I find, like if I used a custard or if I used a jelly. So And yes, I know I'm not pulling pieces like I should be, but I don't need to be like uniformed or anything or precise. I feel like with styling, I know in some videos that I watch, because I watch a lot of hair videos, that they show you how much product they put, like per section for you to gauge. But I just feel like you're not going to know how much product you need for each section of your own hair without actually, testing it out. So you try one section with a certain amount of hair product and like, oh, okay, that was too much. Let me try a little less. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna clip this piece out the way, like that, which is what I usually do anyways when I do a wash and go. You gotta just test it out. You're not going to know for sure. Say like, oh, that person, they put that amount of product, so that'll work for me. Which I'm sure many of you already know that, but I just thought I'd share. Yeah, I should have my spray bottle with me because my hair is getting a little dry, but I didn't go get it before I started recording, and my hands are dirty already, so I don't want to press pause. I can hear my brothers in my room. Having siblings at home is a nuisance. Especially when they don't know how to hold up boundaries. They just assume what's yours is theirs and what theirs is theirs. Unless you have a nice sibling and they give you their stuff as well. Yes. That leave-in feels really good going on my hair. Very lightweight and smooth. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these types of videos. I mean, whether you are or not, I'm still gonna continue to make videos if this one comes out okay. I'm gonna try not to have every video be this long, but yeah. I'm mostly making these videos for fun, just to put it out there. Gotta get my oil off the floor now. Not my oil, my gel off the floor. I would say when styling my hair, I do a lot of smoothing, and I find my styles do come out very nice that way. Of course, sometimes there are situations where you don't really want to over smooth your hair. You're going for a certain look and you want that look to hold, and if you smooth too much, getting more gel. If you smooth too much, then you end up, not quite getting the look you're looking for. But I do lots and lots of smoothing. I've tried using styling styling tools in my hair, like a Denman brush or even the detangling brush I showed you earlier. But the problem with the detangling brush, I'll start with that one, is yes, it gets through my hair easier than the Denman brush, but it doesn't define my hair once I've had product, which is funny because it defines my hair when I detangle it with shampoo. Not shampoo. My words are all jumbled today. When I detangle it with conditioner, it defines the entire shaft of my hair very nicely. But the minute I try to use it out here, maybe I need more water in my hair, I don't know. But it just becomes a frizz ball. This stuff is clumping my hair extremely well. I'm surprised. Well, not surprised because, this product is pretty much raved about online. But, hopefully this doesn't make for a very uncomfortable wash day next week. But, my roots here are already dry. That's weird. I'm just gonna add it to this bit down here. I mean, I don't know who my audience is at this point, but, just gonna ask those of you who may or may not be watching. I still don't know if this is going to get many views or not. Probably not. Who knows? But I just wanted to ask if, you guys are feeling more comfortable, coming into the fall season, going back to school or work or, whatever it is you guys are going back to. If you're feeling more confident in your peoples who are either teaching or learning from you or whatever the case may be. That does not look good. I had some curdling at my ends, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that is. I think the rest of my hair is curling. I don't know if you can see, has some white specks. I don't know what that's about. For me, I'm in college right now. I'm in the final stretch. I actually should have been done with college at the end of last school year, but I had some final things that I didn't get done, and I let not get done just because of how I was feeling with the whole semester and everything. Because basically I have one extra thing this semester than I would have had if I didn't just, let that class go to putz. But I was pretty much fed up with the way things were being run. And at that point, I was just like, it can wait till next semester since I have to take another semester anyways. Which, I mean, there's still money. So I did just waste money taking that class up until the end for that semester. Which wasn't the first time I wasted money either, but that was just more money I was wasting anyways. So this end of the year semester, I have one more class to take and one more internship. Well, not one more, like I took an internship already. An internship that I have to finish in order to get my diploma so I can leave college and move on to the next stage of my life. Which does any other, young adult college student feel like that's very daunting when you hear that you have to move on to the next stage of your life? You're a full-fledged adult, as though you weren't a full-fledged adult when you turned 18. But now it's like surreal because now you have to like support yourself at some point. You can't rely on your parents forever, which is such a shame. Such a doozy, at least. But I'm very overwhelmed by the idea that I have to now either plan my next steps to go on to further studies or find myself a job. Those were my two options given by my parents. And one of them they're leaning towards more than the other. If you guys don't have an idea of which one that is, it's the go on to further studies part. Yes, they bring up getting a job if I don't end up doing that, but they'd much rather prefer that I continue my studies now because, they're more seasoned adults than I am, and they already know that I will eventually need more studies if I want a sustainable job, as they say, that will, have me better living than them. But the idea of going on to another school to study something, and especially, something that you might end up doing for the rest of your life, it seems daunting. It seems, for me at least, rushed. That, oh my gosh, my 4 years of college is over. I now have to figure out what I'm going to do next. Now, it's not like I haven't been spending the past 4 years thinking about what I'm going to be doing next, but I don't know. In recent events, I feel like what I've been planning to do doesn't fit what I think I'll best be suited doing. And I don't know if any of you are interested, but basically what my family and me have been discussing and hyping up for the past 4 years is me going off to law school after college. And yes, okay, I don't have to go to law school, but see, my major kind of set me up for a little failure, I feel. Or not failure, but it set me up for, I really only have one direction I feel like I can go in without having to go back to college to take further classes to then be, eligible for different careers. Because my major was criminal justice, and yes, I know there are plenty of jobs I can do under the criminal justice title, and I'm not limited to, being a lawyer. I don't even know how many, 50 or more, I'm guessing, probably more than that. I'm thinking rather small when I really should be thinking rather larger than that, but yeah, that's like a weird. It's not going onto my hair all custardy like that, but in my hands, something's not mixing right. I get distracted a lot if you don't notice. Yeah, there's the short bit here. His part. But what was I saying? Yeah. There are plenty of jobs that I could look into. But the only two jobs really in the criminal justice department that were ever really speaking to me, honestly, is being a lawyer or being a police officer. Now, I could go into policing and call it a day, and that would be me living life. Because technically I am eligible to go into policing. But I don't know if that's really me, to be honest. I've gone to my local precinct, part of one of my classes, just to see how the police work and they act. And, I thought it was pretty cool. Only part I didn't really like was having to wear that bulletproof vest. I mean, you wear that over your clothes pretty much the entire time you're out, whether it's in the vehicle or on the ground. And I thought that was a bit, I want to say limiting, but I feel like that's not the right word. My movement was stifled, basically. Oop, I almost dropped my oil. And I don't know. I still felt like I could have done it. And I brought it up, but not as a realistic idea. And some of the jobs I was thinking that I could do outside of being a lawyer, and I will talk about a little bit why I'm pulling back from being a lawyer a little bit, because I have had professors and family members tell me that I would make a great lawyer. Well, didn't use the word great, but it seemed like something that would be in my alley. I use the word great, but I use the word great for anything I come and do, because if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it to the fullest of my potential until I feel like I can't. And when I say I feel like I can't, it's either because my body's weak and my body isn't going to take me there, or my mind is weak and my mind just isn't going to take me there. Those are the only two times for which I don't do something to the fullest. But anyways, I digress. So, outside of being a lawyer, some of the things that I was thinking about doing is becoming a veterinarian. I think I'd be pretty good at that. And I really enjoy animals and, all that gross stuff. But that would require me to go back to school to take some lab classes and science stuff and math, which I enjoy math. I didn't want to go back for the science part, if anything, because I'm not the best at science. I mean, I'm pretty good-ish. I can get like a B or a C in the class. If I strive real hard, I could get an A. But most of the time, that's not how my science courses go. So, that was just one thought. And, I mean, I don't have a lot of thoughts of what I was going to do besides being a lawyer. But other than that, I was also thinking that I could go into being a teacher. And I was thinking more specifically a special needs teacher. But I have a brother with special needs, and I work pretty well with him. Plus, I like how his teachers and everything, they work together. And I like to think that I'm a decent teacher. I know sometimes, for me, I don't explain things as good as I could. But besides that, I think I'm a decent teacher, so to speak. Plus, kids like me a lot. I find that even as a little kid in elementary school, younger kids were gravitating towards me. Which is funny because I couldn't get kids of my own age to gravitate towards me, but whatever. I still can't get people of my own age to gravitate towards me naturally. Unless they're like family members. And even that's awkward. Talking with family members of my own age, I feel like I have little in common with them, or little to talk about with them. But yeah, that was one thing I was thinking, that I could be a teacher. But, you know, my major doesn't quite fit down that path. And I really don't know the logistics of what it would take to get to that path. I've done a little searching about what it would take to become a veterinarian and go to veterinary school. And I could possibly do that, I suppose. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear my brother talking with his friends downstairs. And his friends had him search up what a WAP is. And he said it out loud like it was nothing. I mean, that's just something. By the way, I have 3 brothers, just in case. Not the same brother that's in my room. If you're wondering, I don't know. But yeah, so, I mean, I am somewhat of a lazy person, so yeah, I'd like to continue down the one path rather than, you know, going backwards to then go down a different path seems, I don't know, seems daunting. Would give me more time to really figure out what it is that I want to do with myself, but still seems daunting. Now, back to the whole law school thing and why I don't want to really consider going to law school. Or not really that I don't want to consider going to law school, because it is something that's on my mind quite often, you know, me being in law school. But, I mean, a lot of it just seems very daunting to me. Number one, there's the LSATs, which I have taken previously already and didn't do very well. Now, mind you, I didn't quite study for it, which I say study as though there's some set things you're supposed to know, but you are supposed to practice taking the LSATs so that it's familiar to you and that you're not just sitting there on the day and you're like, what the heck is all of this? You know, I didn't do that per se. I had the book and I paid for Kaplan. If you don't know what that is, I can't quite explain to you what it is either, but I was told to do so by my mother. Yeah, it's perfect. I was told to do so by my mother, and so I did. You know, I did that, but I didn't quite study for it. You know, time just kind of got away from me, and every time I tried to open the book, I fell asleep on it. So, just didn't seem like something I wanted to do. Oh, there's a lot of gel on this fiction right there. Ooh, gross. I mean, this definitely won't be a regular watch and go for me, because I don't know if I could spend my time doing this. I'm just checking the time again. But yeah. Another thing is, you know, I watched a couple of videos on YouTube about what it's like in law school. Because, yes, I know it's not like how you see on TV with those fancy shows and whatnot, but, you know, I just wanted to get a legitimate idea of what law school is going to be like from a law student. And that also scared me, because I didn't feel like I fit the description of what she was describing law school and a law student was like. And I was like, if I go in there, am I going to sink really badly, possibly skid through, or, you know, am I going to make it? I didn't have good hopes for myself because I know what type of student I am. And she's talking about you need to be type A student and this and that. And I'm like, I don't really think that's me. But I mean, I don't know. Could be different. You know, maybe that's just the school she went to. And of course, you know, she did say that she went to Harvard, which I obviously know is a more up there school. And I have no intentions of applying to Harvard because I already know I'm not going to make it into Harvard. I just know my grades, my GPA, yeah, it's not Harvard material. It's just not. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything. I'm not saying I'm a dunce. I'm by nowhere near dunce, but I'm definitely not Harvard material. You know, I could be in some alternate universe if I applied myself, be a Harvard student, but I just don't have the energy for that. And I'm not gonna, you know, deny that. You know, I've been told my entire life if you just, you know, worked harder and stopped being lazy, and if you were a bit more consistent with your work. And when I say consistent, I don't mean in the quality of my work, because it was more or less handing in my work that was the problem. Because when I handed in my work was good. I would get A's, B's, the occasional C if I rushed it. But for the most part, I would do well if I handed in my work on time when it was supposed to be done. I did pretty well. The inconsistency came when I wouldn't hand in my work. I would often miss my work. One test, I would be getting A. Next test is like I barely made it or I failed. You know? And then I'm like, well, what's up? What's going on? And I can't quite explain. I have a feeling there's something on my hair that's not receiving this product. Maybe it's because my hair's drying. I don't know. But when I just applied it to this one section, my hair beat it up, and I was pretty sure that I had rinsed the conditioner out pretty well, but right now it's acting like I might still have some stuff on my hair. I don't know. Because the second application now is being received better onto my hair strands, but prior it was feeling rather strange. Like my hair was waxy. But anyways, back to the whole school thing. Like, I mean, I really started going to summer school back in elementary school anyways, because I went to a Catholic school. I don't know if it's like that for every school, but at my school, we had summer school during the summer to catch the student up. Rather than say you're being left back, they wanted to give each student an opportunity to make up for what was lost during the school year so you can move on. And, you know, I was in the 5th grade. I went to summer school, basically. And I also went to summer school in the 6th grade. But I'll get to that in a minute. And I was told that basically I didn't belong in summer school and that the only reason I was there was because I didn't hand in my work. I was like, yeah, okay, give me the work. I mean, in some cases, like for math in the 5th grade, I was the smartest one there. They told me was there for summer school, which is quite funny when I think back at it. Because I remember a comment that was made during one of our classes in summer school by a kid. And he was like, math is too hard because there's too many numbers in it. And I just thought, math is numbers, basically. It's logic, it's reasoning. Now at that time, my thoughts weren't that complex. That was in the 5th grade, but that was basically, you know, I was like, math is numbers. How can you say math is too hard because it's got numbers in it? And I mean, if you think
think about it, what kind of math were we doing at the time anyways? This is multiplication and, division. We weren't doing anything hard at that specific class, but we thought it was too hard. And then in the 6th grade, we had a test that we take just to see where we are at the beginning of the summer school session, and then we take another test at the end to see if we've improved any. And basically, at the beginning of the summer school session, I took the test, and I don't know if I received the results that same day. I know it was like the same week or so. But they basically told me I ranked at like an 8th grade level. I was like, you're kidding me. And they were like, one of my teachers that was there at the time was like, so why are you here though? And I just blatantly said I didn't hand in my work. Because that's what was happening. I didn't hand in my work. And I ended up in summer school. Why don't you? 8th grade level. Didn't even start the summer school session. But, I mean, I can't really say that that's big wow, because the way they taught the classes throughout the year, by the time you were done at the end of the year, you were already a grade above. Like, the work you were doing was already a grade above. So, say if I'm in the 6th grade, I, like, halfway through was doing 7th grade work. That would be, well, what was considered 7th grade work in other schools. I was already doing that in the 6th grade. So, it wasn't too big of a wow, but I feel like I've gone off topic. I don't even know, like, why I was mentioning that, but yeah. My curls look so good. Sort of. They sort of look good. They feel very thick and sticky, but oops. I'm just gonna shimmy this over this way. And I'm gonna start the other half of my hand. Which I only got 4 twists on the side. Luckily, this is a smaller side, so I could get away with doing 2 twists. But yeah. But yeah, so I was constantly being told I could apply myself, and that you're a smart kid, I was never quite told, oh, you're wasting your talents. My brother, on the other hand, my third brother, on the other hand, is constantly being told he's wasting his talent because he's a pretty smart kid. Lazy just like me, but pretty smart kid, It's just like, you could be something, but you don't strive to get there. You don't. I mean, another part of it was that I felt, not that I felt it. That's the wrong way to start that thought, but I basically had some anxiety around, being noticed. I didn't like being noticed, whether it was for good things or bad things. I didn't want to be praised. I didn't want to be reprimanded. I just wanted to subtly go unnoticed. Subtle. Anyways, I just, wanted to do enough to not fail in the school world, even in college too. I wanted to do enough so that I got nice, decent grades, but not enough where people were expecting that from me on a regular basis.
Because, you know, the type of schools I went to, at least in elementary and high school, they praised you for that sort of stuff. And I most certainly did not want to get praised or recognized for being smart. And you're like, are you listening to yourself right now? I know you guys aren't like that, but anyways. I mean, yes, I'm listening to myself, and yes, I hear myself, but I didn't like the attention. I didn't want them to get comfortable expecting. What the heck? I know, all of a sudden turn all liquidy. I didn't want them to get used to expecting those kind of results from me because, I mean, I was very inconsistent. And yes, that one day I was good. I had all the answers. I had my homework for once, on time, done correctly. I was good. But I couldn't say the same for the next day. I couldn't guarantee that the next day I would be in the same scenario. Okay, I'm almost there. But yeah, so those are my fears, about moving forward into law school, and if I'm going to law school, I don't know. I pretty much at this point have taken up the take it as it comes, take it one step at a time rather than looking several steps ahead, like my mother likes to do. Which in some cases is necessary, but I don't know. I'm taking it as it comes. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was going to say. And I asked one question and ended up on a tangent. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. That sometimes the whole anxiety of not wanting to be noticed and, I do suffer from a little, I don't want to say suffer, but that seems like I wouldn't use the word suffering, but I do deal with a bit of anxiety. And, wow, look at that. It's almost another hour. It's going to be a 3-hour movie. Oh, this is going to be a 3-hour movie. Yeah, see the birds all over the place. But anyways. What I was saying is that I do deal with some anxiety that can be limiting, and frustrating at times, especially when it's really bad. Because I do have a lot of great ideas. And I've been told that time in and time again. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that people have told me that I have such great ideas. Because I did take a sort of law class in my senior year of high school. And my professor told me I should speak more. You have great ideas. Speak more. But by the time I get the thoughts processed in my head and I have the idea formulated, they're already on to another conversation already. So I just, if I could, I could. If I couldn't, which was quite often, I just didn't say anything. I wasn't going to try and, I won't say I wasn't going to try, because I did try, especially for that class, to speak up when I could. And then even in college, you're like, speak more. You have ideas. You want to hear them. But, the anxiety got even worse in college, really. A little cat hair in my hand.
And so, I mean, I didn't participate a whole lot in college for the majority of my classes. There were smaller classes that I would take that had like maybe 8 of us in the class, and I felt much more comfortable. You know, like I felt like I could get my ideas into the conversation because there wasn't as many of us. But in the larger classes, I didn't bother trying too much unless they called on me. You know, unless they called on me and asked my opinion, I wasn't trying too hard to, you know, put my ideas out there. But there was one class I took in particular in which I felt like was a really good class for me. It was American War Literature. That was a good class. We read a couple books on wars. It was a literature class, obviously. We read about them, we talked about them, we watched documentaries of people who were actually in those wars. And then I had to write a paper at the end. Did pretty well. Got like a B+ in the class. And that was mostly because I was late with some of my work. But that one I participated a lot in. I gave my opinions a lot in. It was an overall good class. That was mostly because I was one of the only people who regularly would give commentary. Mostly because the rest of them wouldn't read the book. Which, I mean, I was like that in high school too. I wouldn't read the books. Not because I didn't want to read the book, but just because I didn't have other classes. And I'm sure they had other classes too, which, I mean, if you're a full-time student, you have other classes, but oh, my grandma would say, you shouldn't do that. It's not ladylike. But, you know, reading a book, I understand, especially is like last on your mind, especially when you have other classes to think about. But they were pretty good books, so even though they were big, they were decent to read. And I, you know, somewhat related to some of it, a little bit. I'm almost done with my hair. Just gonna smooth this back section and then do the front here. And we'll be done. I was thinking if I should show you guys the dry results for this video. Is going on for so long, and I do understand you guys come with dry results. And I mean, well, this video is already long, why not just add it there in the end? So I'm gonna see, because I do have some place to be in the morning. So I don't know when I'll be able to come back tomorrow. If I'm able to come back tomorrow and show you guys the finished results. If my hair's dry by then, who knows? I mean, compared to my last week's wash and go, which I will show you guys at some point when I get back around to doing that one, because I do have a bunch of products I'm trying to get through just to remove them from my stash. You know, I much prefer that last wash and go, which went by much quicker than this one as far as putting the product. Well, actually, I can't really say that, but because I don't really know for sure if it did, but I felt like it did. It feels like it did. Probably didn't, but it feels like it did. Because last week's wash and go that I did with some Camille Rose products that I bought definitely
went on my hair much better than this. Like I felt better applying the products to my hair. Hold on. I'm just wiping something off on the towel I have on the floor. Sorry about all the noise. I'm trying to squeeze out things even. Just smooth that in there. Yeah. If you guys enjoy this talking rant that I just randomly started, feel free to let me know. Yeah. And if you guys got topics that you think I could talk on, because I mean, otherwise I'm just gonna randomly bring up conversation. But if you guys have some topics that you want me to bring up and discuss and rant on about, go off on tangents, I can do that for you guys while I style my hair. Yeah, because I have lots of ideas and things that just go through my head, and I don't exactly have friends really that I can share these convos with and thoughts. So I can share it with you guys. I feel like that's good. I'm just gonna try to silently finish the rest of my hair, because we're already into the hour mark of me sitting here. And it's already 2 minutes to 8 p.m. Which is fine. Yeah. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, so I'll give my hair some time to dry. Yeah. I was thinking of buying Wetline again, just for wash and goes and stuff. But using it again now, because it has been a while since I've used gel, I don't know if I'd be buying it again, because I just don't like the way it feels. I don't know how it's gonna feel dry. I might change my mind, I don't know. But I do have to see how the overall process goes, because it's one thing to apply the product to my hair and then realize I'm talking again, even though I said I'm gonna do the same. But anyway, let me finish this thought. It's one thing to apply the products to your hair and watch it dry and it looks good. It somewhat feels good once it's dry. But to then go and wash it out is a different story. And so I think my final verdict, even after it's dry and I feel like, oh look, it looks good and whatnot, which I'm not even sure if it's going to look good, but after all of that, my final verdict would have to be after I go and wash it, and how easy is it for me to detangle my hair. Is my hair super matted and tangled? Is going to be my final verdict if I would repurchase the Wetline gel again, or any product really. Is my hair easily, detangled and, good to go for the next wash day styling? Oh, I really don't like the way this is going to my hair, and I don't know what the problem is. Cause I don't know if you guys can see that.
And I've used this product before and I've never quite felt it apply this way. Of course, when I usually had previously applied this leave-in to my hair, I applied it alone. Maybe I would slap an oil over it and, you know, apply it to my hair, twist it up and let it sit for a little bit before I applied any other products to my hair. I haven't done it this time just because, you know, I'm experimenting with what's the best way to get my hair done and ready to go. But yeah, it definitely is not applying like it usually does. And I don't know what's up with that. So I definitely had enough gel to finish my whole head, which is good. But I definitely don't have enough for like a second go around. So what I will do with whatever is left in there, because it's hard to tell because my hands made the outside all cloudy. But what I will do with the rest of that is, if I want to do slick backed hairstyles, I can take that for the outer portion of my hair and just slick that back. It's all creamy looking in my hair. Like I have milk in my hair. I don't know, I just feel like with this gel, it's very hard to maneuver my hair. I just feel like, yeah. So that's about it for application. I'm now going to take the clips out of my hair and just look over it once more, see if I need to do some smoothing in places, just align my hair in the position that I would want it to dry. Yeah, my hair is very, I'm just removing that middle part and the back of my head. So my hair feels very weighed down. And I don't know if I like that. Hasn't product on me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let this air dry and yeah, go to sleep on it. This is what it's looking like. Well, the lighting's not very good, but if you can see it, you can see it. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just going to let this air dry until I go to bed, and then go to bed. I'm going to slap a very large satin scarf over it downwards like this. My ends will be out. Touch my neck. Ugh. But yeah, downwards and out. And that's usually how I sleep with my wash and goes anyways. I tried pineappling, but I don't know. My hair doesn't come out the same when I wake up in the morning. Even on when my hair is dry, I still don't like the pineapple because it's just more work to try and get my hair to come downward and for it to sit the way that I would normally want it to sit, which is basically like this, except maybe fluffier. So yeah, got some decent definition, definitely some frizz, but that's normally how my hair looks.
with frizz. So I will say that my hair is definitely more clumped than my last one. My last one was defined. It didn't really clump all of my hairs together like I would have liked. So yeah, that is all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello, I'm back. It is now Friday. I washed my hair on Tuesday, and the next day on Wednesday it was still a little damp at the roots, so I just kind of pulled it back like that, you know, in a loose ponytail, and then I let that be for Wednesday. And Thursday I left it in a scarf and I didn't really feel like taking it out, so this is what it looks like today, which is what it pretty much looked like the past 2-3 days. So yeah, I mean, the definition is there. I'm not mad at the definition. It doesn't feel as soft as some of my previous washing goes, but I think that has more to do with maybe what I used under it. The leave-in wasn't moisturizing enough, and also I do think that this gel, personally for me, is a little too stronghold, because usually, you know, depending on the products I use, I can get a much fluffier wash and go than this. I definitely won't get as much definition like this, but I'd rather take the fluffiness and the moisture over having very nicely defined hair. Not mad at this though. Not mad. I am a little concerned as when it comes to detangling on wash day, but I'm gonna leave that for when that day comes. Yeah, so just wanted to show you what my hair is looking like. I don't know what the lighting was like just then when I turned around, because I don't have any lights on. It's just natural lighting that's coming into my room. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.